Fear of missing out, or FOMO, becomes deeply problematic when it turns into a constant, exhausting pressure that you have to be at everything, every party, every event, every hangout, every opportunity, every experience. It's not just a mild worry, it becomes an anxious, compulsive drive that it makes saying no feel like you're failing at life. It actually leads you to a ton of anxiety as you start to worry that you're missing out on something important and you should be somewhere and you're never able to say no to going to do something. It's very damaging to your mental health, your peace, your ability to rest and relax and recharge. Let's embrace the JOMO. Welcome back to Truck Talk. Yet another video inspired by my friend Lori over at Lori Soul Circle. That girl's got a lot of good ideas. Me and her were talking about this topic the other day. Brought to you by me, but inspired by Lori. Welcome back to another Truck Talk. FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's something that a lot of people struggle with, and I think honestly, if we're honest with ourselves, we all struggle with it to some degree. Nobody wants to miss a great party or some cool event that you could have been at and have to hear about the stories later and think, oh, I could have been there. Everybody's going to be talking about this for the rest of their lives and I'm going to miss it. Nobody wants that. I understand. But, you know, some people take this to an extreme and it becomes an anxiety. It almost becomes a character trait that they're known for. And if you're not careful, it can turn into a real mental illness. But this is the kind of thing that you can stop early, and if you can curtail this behavior and this thinking pattern early on, you can save yourself a lot of mental anguish and a lot of mental extreme discomfort down the road. It can also lead to a lot of physical exhaustion as you're constantly trying to attend everything and never getting your body completely recharged and caught back up to the sleep that you need, the rest that you need. You know, your body's recharging not just when you're asleep, but also when you're just at rest. When you're hanging around in your safe place, whether it's your house, whatever, a park, you go somewhere where your mental battery can recharge by not having to expend a whole lot of processing power. You miss out on this, and it can turn you into a walking zombie. You can really approach burnout by trying to do everything and say yes to everything and attend everything and not miss out on whatever big thing you think you're missing out on. End up as a walking zombie, some kind of overtaxed, overstressed, burned out human being. You don't want that. You need to be able to say no to something once in a while and let other people go experience something without you. You'll hear about the story, and you never know. You might actually have a really cool experience without them. While they're doing that, you might be experiencing something else equally as cool and equally as memorable. You never know. The other thing is, you know, if you feel like you're going to miss out on everything, so you attend everything, your brain starts mentally processing, what's the next thing I'm going to? What's the next thing I've got to make sure I don't miss out on? And you'll be at one event or experience already thinking about what's next, what am I not going to miss out on. It turns into a shallower experience in the thing that you're at because you're mentally already thinking and planning for the next one. And it actually shallows the depth of the experience of the place that you're at, that you should be living in the moment and enjoying the place where you are. So focusing too much on not missing out the next thing actually robs your joy of the current thing. And think about the damage you can be doing to the relationships you have with the people you love in life. If you're always worried about missing out on the next thing, you're going to say yes to go doing things with one group of people at the expense of people maybe that you need to be spending more time with. Maybe you need to be spending more time with your family, with your spouse, with your parents, with your children, and you're so worried about missing out on, you know, a concert with your girlfriend. Or, you know, we do a lot of live streams here on YouTube. I do a live stream on Wednesday night, you know, at 8 p.m. Eastern. But you shouldn't feel like you have to attend every single live stream of every single person you follow on YouTube. It's okay to watch the replay later. You can catch it when you're in the shower or something and just put it on replay and listen to it. You don't have to be there for every little thing. And, I've got some friends who do live streams every single day of the week, sometimes two. And you got to be willing sometimes to take a break. I've got a friend, Sally, her YouTube channel is Sally D's Reality. And when she announced that she was taking a little break from her morning daily live stream, I was really impressed because she's taking a break for her mental health. And that's how you avoid burnout. They say that only 1 in 10 people who start a YouTube channel will still be doing anything with it a year from then. 9 people out of 10 drop out, stop making their videos, and stop their channel. So you want to burn out quick, engage in fear of missing out and feel like you can't not have a live stream every single day or something. Or, you don't have to make a video on a specific schedule all the time. You can just take a break once in a while. I try to get you guys a video on Monday mornings and on Friday mornings, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's not the end of the world. Because, I'm not worried about missing out on, some comments or something that I might get from a video that I might publish to you guys. I like talking to you guys, and I like the idea that I'm helping some of you. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this channel because I want to help people. And just talk through some of these issues of deteriorating peace that we seem to experience living in the suburbs and living in the cities. But I'm not going to keep up a schedule at the expense of my own peace, right? So my encouragement to you guys in that department is be sure you're paying attention to your own needs. As you can't help somebody else. Like, what do they say in an airplane, right? Put on your own mask first, because you can't help somebody else if you're not squared away yourself. Make sure that you're taking the amount of rest that you need. There's a reason we're supposed to rest 1 day out of 7. Your brain's not meant to be in full engage mode all the time, 24/7. It's just we're not designed that way. The other thing is people go into debt, financial strain as a result of fear of missing out, and they don't live by a budget and live within a budget. Instead, they start going into debt so they can attend every little event. Somebody's going to go to a concert. Well, I don't want to miss. I'll go to that. Someone says, hey, we're going to go to this festival. Do you want to go to that? Well, I don't want to miss anything, so I'll go to that. People end up in debt, lots and lots of debt, because they're paying on credit to go to attend things that they would be perfectly fine to miss out on. It's not the end of the world if you don't go. Let your friends go. They can tell you about it. You have a nice, peaceful evening at home. Watch a movie or something for free and save a little bit of money. Don't put yourself into debt just to avoid missing out on experiences that, in the long run, it's not the end of the world. I guess one of the last things I'll bring up is that it hurts your productivity, right? As you get into this analysis paralysis, and your decision making starts to deteriorate because you feel like you have to decide everything is a yes. You're not making wise decisions anymore, and your productivity starts to go down. I like to say this saying that multitasking is doing multiple things at once poorly. I'm not a big fan of multitasking. I'm a big fan of focusing on a thing and getting it done as best as you can. And that goes for attending things, right? Try to attend everything. You're going to attend. That's funny. The word attend, meaning attend a concert, also can be used like the way you pay attention to something and the way you put your attention into something. That's how you attend to something. If you try to attend everything, you will attend to things poorly. If you try to attend everything, you will attend to everything poorly. But if you only attend carefully and thoughtfully the things that you really need to be at, well, then you will attend to them well. It's kind of just another way of saying that multitasking phrase, but I think it's true. I really think it's true. So if you want to be a productive attender, pay attention to what you attend. So don't get into this vicious cycle of saying yes to everything, feeling like you're going to miss out on something if you say no. You get in this spiraling vicious cycle. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Be wise about what you say yes to and what you say no to. And maybe come up with a rule for yourself of I'm only going to attend this many things a week or this many things a month. Or maybe you come up with a criteria where I'm only going to attend things that has, I don't know, 3 or 4 of my friends are going to be there, or I'm only going to attend things where I can bring a family member, something like that. Come up with some kind of internal rule that you can set for yourself and follow for yourself. And I think it'll make it easier for you to say no to some things so that you can have a better time attending other things. I guess the bottom line is that FOMO steals your peace and it steals your happiness. Why don't we invent something called JOMO, the joy of missing out? Instead of the fear of missing out, let's embrace the JOMO, the joy of missing out. Because there is a pleasure in knowing that you missed out on something that you could have gone to, but that you gained the benefit of spending some time recharging at home, watching a free movie, not spending any money, spending some time with some of your favorite quality people, and you can hear the story about it later, right? Let's embrace JOMO, the joy of missing out. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, don't forget I got a live stream on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. If you can make it, I don't want you to fear missing out to that. But if you are free on Wednesday night, come on over to this YouTube channel. A lot of us like to get together and hang out in the chat and talk to each other, share our wins, share our challenges, encourage each other. You make lots of new friends. It's amazing how many people have become friends outside of YouTube as a result of meeting each other on these live streams. It's a great time. I look forward to it. One of the best times I have every week. And, you know, having that live stream right in the middle of the week kind of puts me over the hump to get through to the end of the week with a win and to push on through, get through to Friday and Saturday, finish off the week with a win, like I say. And if you need that little extra boost, that little extra encouragement, come on over to the Winning the Week live stream on Wednesday night. There's always room for you over here at the Cool Kids table. I saved you a spot. Don't worry, if you forget your lunch money, I'll give you some of my French fries, and we'll have a good time. All right? Thanks for listening to me ramble here. I appreciate it. And let's embrace some JOMO, the joy of missing out. All right? I'll see you next time. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which includes trying to attend everything and having a fear of missing out. Let's embrace JOMO. I'll see you later.